The tent is filled with darkness. Paul can't make anything out. One of the girls screams loudly, following that the person in the shadow of the tent disappears. Larry enters the tent with his bright flashlight. He pointed the light at Helen and Larry, however Meghan was nowhere to be found. Raul entered his tent with his flashlight as well, and asked Paul what he was doing in there. Paul was in shock because of what he had just saw, and took a while before responding. He said that when he went in, Meghan was still in there. There was someone who came in before she screamed. It was one of you, right? Larry said it was not me, and that he had just woke up from the scream himself. Raul said let's find her, it's late, she can't be too far. They decided to split into groups of 2 to look for her. Helen and Paul went together by the waterfall to look for her, and Raul and Larry went in the opposite direction to cover more ground. On the way to the waterfall, Helen asked Paul what he really saw. Paul told her that he was about to scare them until he saw a person through the tent, so he just hid and waited for that person to leave. He said it was too dark to make out who it was, and as soon as the person came into the tent, Meghan screamed. Helen looked at Paul suspiciously. While on their way to the waterfall, there was no sign of Meghan. They decided to circle their way back to the tent to cover more ground. They were about to be by the spot that Paul found the Halloween stuff.